that's beside the point.
Maybe that's one of the reasons why they're doing it, to make him more self-destructive.
There was an interview with him on a radio show, and he says, WWE tried to make me something that I'm not. They tried to give me a character. He says, what you see on TV is the way I feel the world works.
Wow.
How I see the world and the way I see the way the world works. So everything he says,
it's pretty much true.
Yeah, it's pretty much the way he sees it.
Yeah.
Whether it's actually true or not,
Right.
I tend to believe what he says, but
No, that's pretty neat.
that's just me.
So he must come up with a lot of his own material then.
Yeah, he says people who try to write me a script, he says I crumple it up and throw it back in their face. He says I don't get a script. I don't do a script to read.
Oh, that's like what's
memorize.
his face there? Oh shoot, We the People. What's his face?
Zeb Coulter?
Yeah. Zeb Coulter, doesn't he do a lot of his own writing too?
He does his own writing. He does a lot of writing for some of the superstars too.
Yeah, see? That's pretty cool.
Animal of the Year.
Oh no.
Which animalistic persona best scratched, bit, or rammed its way into the spotlight?
Oh, I think I know this one, but go ahead.
The nominees are Gator, which is Hornswiggle, El Torito, the Bunny, or Grumpy Cat.
Okay, well that totally took care of what I was thinking. I'm probably gonna have to say Grumpy Cat.
I was hoping, but no. Grumpy Cat did not take it, which I'm surprised.
Okay, then they made a big, huge deal about the bunny, so it's probably the bunny.
The Bunny.
Yeah.
I don't see how the Bunny won out over Grumpy Cat.
I know, right? They made such a big, huge deal about Grumpy Cat.
I could see him winning out over Hornswoggle because he's irrelevant.
Right.
El Torito's irrelevant, so I don't. Once again, I don't know how they were nominated more times.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, best couple of the year. Which love conquered all? Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella, Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, Jimmy Uso and Naomi, Tyson Kidd and Natalya.
Daniel Bryan. Yeah.
Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella. Now
Yep.
this is one time when I can actually say I'm glad a Bella won an award.
Right?
Rivalry pick. Rivalry of the year. Pick the best adversarial showdown. The Shield versus Evolution, Daniel Bryan versus The Authority, Brock Lesnar versus John Cena, Rusev versus the United States, Rollins versus Ambrose.
Rusev versus the United States.
No.
Oh, I was so sure. Ambrose?
No, I would have thought that one would have taken it too.
Wow, okay then.
Daniel Bryan versus The Authority.
Really?
One
Wow.
man taking on
Yeah.
the whole team. Why not? Okay, Raw, the final one. And I know you're all glad of this. Raw Guest Star of the Year. Who was your favorite? Larry the Cable Guy, Jerry Springer, Kevin Hart, Hugh Jackman, or Betty White?
Hugh Jackman.
It's gotta be Hugh Jackman.
Yes.
Hugh Jackman had to have won that one.
Although I love Betty White, it was definitely Hugh Jackman.
I'm surprised Betty White's even still around to enjoy this.
It's sad about her show too, because she just had 6 seasons of that show that she was on.
Hot in Cleveland.
Yeah, and now it's over.
With Valerie Van Halen,
Yeah.
who has gone back to Bertinelli. But that's all right. TLC, TLCS. Now, I'm sorry, it's tables, ladders, chairs, and stairs.
Even though they've been doing it all along, they just decided to add the stairs at the end.
I don't know why. Whatever, such is life. That's coming up December the 14th, which will be this Sunday at the time of the taping. I'll have the results for you next week. When I come back, hopefully other people will be here. Otherwise, I'll be joining Mr. Crimson in the line of unemployment.
Hey, that's going to be your own fault. Do you ever think that maybe these people are really more loyal to Chris than you think they are?
It's not what I was listening to last week, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, exactly. Actions speak louder than words. Where are your faithful followers now?
I don't know.
Like you're alone, and you didn't even buy me a coffee, dude. Really?
You didn't say you wanted one.
I shouldn't have to ask. You knew that you were going. You were late, and you didn't even bring me back anything when I was here early. Geez, and who's the faithful one here and I get nothing in return? Oh yeah, I forgot. Oh, what was that word that Chris said last a couple weeks ago? That I'm abstract or something. Whatever he said.
You're the exception.
Yeah. He had another word. I can't remember what it was, but yeah, basically. Oh, I'm lucky I have a job. Yay. And you wouldn't have a show without me anyway, so.
Such attitude on my show.
Yep, I think I'm allowed to.
Such attitude on my show. I'd like to thank the people from Lifebridge for watching this show. Yes. Let's see. Royal Rumble coming up in January. Can't wait for that. Can't wait for TLC. Like I said, I'll have the results with maybe somebody from this show. If they decide to show up. And of course, next time around we'll be in the big studio. Won't be in the little closet that we're in.
With new lighting.
With new lighting, of course.
Thank you, SATV, for giving us a new look at everything coming up.
Yes, I'd like to thank SATV for allowing us to spit this drivel every week. And thank them for allowing us to be a part of their lovely facility here. That they don't realize. I know.
You wish.
I tried. Anyway. What else do we need to go over here? Sting, making his debut at Survivor Series. WWE Uncreative will probably find some way to botch this up between now and WrestleMania. He's only got 6 appearances. His contract only allows him for 6 appearances now.
Wait, 6 appearances for the upcoming year, or for 6 appearances from now until WrestleMania?
6 appearances for the rest of his career.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, I am, actually. It's now 5 appearances because he already made one.
That's ridiculous. Why even have him back? That does not even make any sense.
It's probably what he wanted. WWE signed into a limited contract. He got 5. If he stays after WrestleMania, and the contract will probably be renewed, but I think he's pretty much guaranteed a Hall of Fame induction next year.
Really? You think so?
Oh,
so he doesn't have to be dead to actually get inducted in the Hall of Fame?
I'm hoping not.
Seems like half the superstars have to be dead before they get inducted.
They're talking about putting Macho Man in next year.
Yeah.
He's gone.
He's not around to accept it. Incredible.
At least Ultimate Warrior was around long enough to accept it.
True, definitely.
Unfortunately, he died a couple days later, but...
Yeah, and they're saying that he actually kind of predicted his own death, too.
If you listen to
if
you listen to him on Raw with his last speech,
Yep.
pretty much said it all.
Yep.
Still waiting for Ms. Owen Hart to release his name.
Yeah, so that we can actually use his likeness and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so people can use his, so WWE can put him in the Hall of Fame.
Yep. He's not even in the video games either, right?
Not anymore, he isn't.
Yeah, exactly.
But they keep that cheap son of a gun Santino Marella in there.
Yes, I love Santino Marella. I don't care. You know what kind of amazed me too was, again, with the WWE video game, you can't play,
Chris Benoit.
Right. Why?
For the
That's so
ridiculous. Now, keep in mind, folks, this is for 2K15 that 2K Sports recently put out. And it only applies to people who have PS4 and Xbox One. If you have 360 or PS3, I'm guessing you can still download Chris Benoit and your account won't be canceled.
But if you have PS1
A PS4 and an Xbox One, your accounts can be canceled.
Incredible. Doesn't make any sense at all.
See, in that case, and I know I'm going to get flack for this because I did in the WWF chat room, if you're going to go that way with it, you may as well have Dean Ambrose change his song, because it sounds very similar. Sounds like the Chris Benoit's music.
Right.
You have a couple of slides in there and a couple of sped up riffs, but the music is basically the same. Somewhat. I mean, I know the musicians who watch this show are going to say, "No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not the same." I'm not saying it's the same song. I'm saying the song sounds identical.
It's close enough.
It's close enough to be identical.
Yeah.
But my point is, if you're going to do something like this on a video game, stay consistent.
Yep.
And change anything that even slightly resembles Chris Benoit.
Yep.
Okay? That's all I'm saying.
You know, Sebastian, I don't always agree with you, but I have to agree with you with that. If you're going to do it across the board.
Exactly. Now, I don't, like I said, I'm not 100% sure if it was WWE's doing for the game, although I think I was reading somewhere that it was somewhere in WWE headquarters that, you know, any created wrestler or anything that deals with Benoit, like his tights, when he made his tights and put them up or whatever, would be, anyone who downloaded that stuff would be suspended. If that's the case with the WWE, like I said, just do it straight across the board.
Yep, I totally
Make
agree.
Ambrose change his character, because there is some slight Benoit in his character. If you're going to do that, you know. Once again, I said slight. I didn't say they were exactly the same. But, you know.
Yeah, I heard the flack you've been getting in the chat rooms.
Yeah, people are telling me, oh, well, the song's not the same. The other one was, I forgot who did the other one. It was a popular band. I can't remember the name of the band. Oh, they did Benoit's song. I didn't say the song was exactly the same. I just said there are similarities in the song.
Right.
Yes, you probably have a little bit of Creed sound in there. Yes, you probably have some Mick Foley thrown in there. But there's still shades of Benoit in the song.
Right.
You have to listen closely to the song. Somebody actually said, "Holy S, Sebastian, you're right. The songs do sound identical. It just takes a little bit of listening. You don't just hear the song. You have to listen closely." And if we could actually play them here,
Yeah.
I would prove to every one of you.
Due to copyright issues, we can't.
Yeah.
But YouTube them at home and put them side by side, and you'll be able to listen to them.
Yep. Like I said, I mean, Ambrose's song has obviously been made different, but there's similarities
Yep.
to the beats and stuff that go on in that. That's fine, man. You can argue with me all day on this one, but fine with me. I say do it clear across the board. Just don't do it for one thing.
Yep.
And that's the trouble with WWE. They're inconsistent.
Yep. Oh, that comes along with what? Uncreative writing?
Yes. It also, you know, people, I've been getting a lot of flack from people saying Brock Lesnar should be stripped of the title because he's not defending it once every 30 days. Well, other guys have been stripped of the title. I agree with that if you're going to remain consistent.
Right.
But they're obviously not remaining consistent. So in my opinion, Lesnar's the greatest champion we ever had.
Well, they used to do that years ago. It was only when you defended your championship that you actually ended up being seen.
Which was once every 30 days originally.
Right.
But now, I guess, because it's Brock Lesnar, it's once every 300 days.
Incredible.
I mean, I can understand Brock Lesnar has health issues.
Oh, well, you know what? They took the title away from Daniel. When he had his neck injury, they were very quick to take that away.
Oh, they were part of that was storyline, but yeah, they were very quick.
So,
They were, yeah.
you know, storyline or no, they took his title away.
But
well, they should do the same thing to Lesnar.
Daniel Bryan's also given away 100 pounds to Brock Lesnar. I don't think anyone's going to walk into Brock Lesnar and say, "Sorry, dude, we got to take your title." I just don't think it's going to be done quite that easily. Although he is rumored to come back, I think, at the Royal Rumble, I believe.
Really?
Yeah. And possibly defend the title. But I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not much of a Lesnar person.
No, I like Lesnar.
Yeah.
Lesnar is not only a Paul Heyman guy, but he's a Sebastian Kross guy too. Curtis Axel has returned to action.
It's not Ryback Axel anymore.
Oh, it's Cryback.
It's still
It's
Cryback
Cryback.
Axel?
Yeah, that's what people do when they see them come out together. People cry. Ryback's, oh, because Ryback has returned as well. And nobody cares about Skip Sheffield.
Who?
Right, exactly. He's nothing more than a Goldberg, Stone Cold Steve Austin wannabe.
That's so stupid. It's a thrice over repeat of storyline and whatever else.
I don't even know why he bothered coming back. Was he hoping to get himself a bigger push than what he started out with? Because the only way people are going to push him is if it's off a cliff.
Yeah, right out the door.
Yep. You're not needed anymore.
Over the ring ropes. Over the ring ropes and through the door.
Go back to NXT and revamp your character. We'll talk to you later. That's what they did with Kevin Thorne. They sent him back to Florida Championship Wrestling.
Which is so sad because I loved Kevin Thorne. He was one of my favorite characters.
A lot of people don't know, but Kevin Thorne was also Mordecai back in the late 80s, early 90s, who only lasted, what, maybe 6 months, and that was the end of him, because then they... 2 months? 2 minutes. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so his career only lasted 2 minutes, and then that was the end of it. Oh, all right.
Alright, Sebastian.
Which in
I'm sorry, I thought I'd be able to give you the 2-minute warning without you flubbing.
I didn't flub. We're talking about Mordecai's career, and you're holding up 2. I don't know. Then he came back as Kevin Thorne, which lasted a little bit longer, but they told him the vampire gimmick doesn't sell here. Goodbye. 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, but bunny rabbits do.
Yeah, bunnies. Bunnies go over well.
But vampires don't.
But vampires don't. 7-foot giants who are washed up seem to go over pretty well. Ryback seems to go over decently.
But the scary people that can enter a ring with little friends through a steel cage, that's not good enough. No.
Doesn't work. Sorry, Kevin, you have to go back. We have to make room for the bunny. And we have a little bull and a little gator to think about, too. Just don't cut it. Sorry, Kevin.
Sorry, Kevin, no bunny likes you anymore.
I really think they should get rid of Hornswoggle and El Torito.
Oh, come on. I love Hornswoggle. I don't know. That whole El Torito thing is kind of stupid, though, but I do love Hornswoggle.
Oh, it's part of the Los Matadors gimmick. They have to do that.
Yeah, I know.
Ridiculous. Frankly, I think Epico and Primo should have just kept their original names and forget this Fernando and Diego stuff too, man. This is nuts.
I miss the roller skaters. It was I want to say Cash, but I could be wrong. It was the 2 guys that came out like greasers. They came out with
Deuce and Domino.
Deuce and Domino, yeah, that was it. I missed them. I thought that gimmick was really cool.
The
girl came out with the roller skates.
I think was it Deuce? I think he was the bigger one. No, Domino I think was the bigger one. He's related to Jimmy Superfly Snuka.
Another one.
Another one in that long lineage who owns the WWE.
Well, it's just you.